What if I told you the Simpsons might have predicted a woman arriving at JFK Airport with a passport from a country that doesn't even exist? Millions of people believed it after a viral video showed up on their social media feed. But was it real or just the internet's wildest illusion yet? Let's find out.
So it all started with one strange TikTok video. The clip had everything a legit newscast should have: a news anchor, a professional logo in the corner, subtitles rolling across the bottom, and that tense dramatic background music you hear on breaking news reports. The footage showed a woman standing at a JFK customs desk, calm, composed, as security officers examined her documents. She held a sleek navy blue passport that read "Republic of Torenza" in gold letters. The camera zoomed in on the pages, official-looking stamps, holographic seals, even travel records from other countries. Everything about it screamed authentic. Then the anchor's voice came in. Customs officials were stunned to discover there was no record of the Republic of Torenza in any database. The country didn't exist. Not in history, not in geography, not even in the United Nations registry. However, the woman told them Torenza was a small island nation somewhere between Japan and Dora, a name that puzzled everyone because, again, no one could find Dora on a map. The anchor continued. The traveler had been detained overnight while her passport was sent for verification. But by morning, both the women and the passport were gone. No footage of her leaving. No sign she'd escaped. Even her fingerprints and name vanished from the system. The clip ended with a single chilling line from the anchor. Officials remain unsure where the traveler came from or where she went. This was all it took. Within hours, the video spread everywhere. TikTok, Reddit, YouTube, X. Hashtags like Torenza Mystery, Traveler from Nowhere, and Glitch in the Matrix shot to the top of trending lists. People were fascinated. Some said it was proof of a parallel universe. Others said it was government cover-up material. And of course, conspiracy channels jumped on it, claiming the story was connected to secret dimensional portals. But then came the post that pushed the story over the edge. Someone shared a side-by-side comparison, the viral Torenza video on one side and a Simpsons episode on the other. The image showed Homer and Marge at an airport counter, with a woman in pink handing over a blue passport that read Torenza. The post claimed it was from Season 6, Episode 10, aired in 1994, exactly 31 years before the 2025 video surfaced. People who ignored the Torenza clip as just another hoax suddenly started to think twice. After all, The Simpsons had been right before. They predicted Trump's presidency, smartwatches, even the Disney-Fox merger. But if you've seen enough internet hoaxes, you know what comes next: the fact-checkers. The first clue came from people who reverse-searched frames from the video. They discovered that several airport scenes were actually taken from stock footage libraries, clips you could find on travel blogs or documentary sites. The same customs desk, the same background. Even the same security officer appeared in another unrelated video from years earlier. The news footage wasn't shot at JFK at all. It was recycled content, edited together to look like breaking news. Then came the second big reveal, the passport. A Reddit user traced it back to a 3D artist's portfolio. Months before the viral clip, that artist had shared a design for a fictional country's passport, part of a digital art challenge. Someone took that design, animated it slightly, and inserted it into the fake report. And the final evidence, the anchor's voice. When sound engineers analyzed the audio, they found the speech patterns didn't match any real newscaster. Slight robotic inflections, irregular breaths, awkward pacing. It turned out the reporter wasn't human at all. It was an AI-generated voice. Once experts started zooming in on the video, more cracks appeared. Reflections in glass didn't match the people standing there. Text on signs melted into unreadable gibberish. Some faces blinked too slowly. Mouths moved slightly off sync. It was all a digital illusion. A convincing one, but still fake. It wasn't a supernatural mystery, it was an AI-generated illusion made to look like real news. And the story didn't even start in 2025. It went way back, long before AI, long before the internet. Back in 1954, a story spread about a man who arrived at Tokyo's Haneda Airport, carrying a passport from a country named Taured that didn't exist. Officials detained him overnight, but by morning he was gone. His passport, his luggage, his identity vanished from a locked hotel room. No record of him was ever found again. The story of the man from Taured became a staple of paranormal books and mystery forums. Most historians agreed it was an urban legend that simply grew legs and wandered through the decades. But people loved it. It scratched that same itch for mystery. And that's exactly what the 2025 Torenza video did. It recycled that old legend and dressed it up in modern clothes. The woman from Torenza was just the 21st century version of the man from Taured. The difference this time was technology. Instead of a rumor passed by word of mouth, AI gave it visuals, sound, and a convincing layer of realism. Still, what really made this hoax explode wasn't just the mystery, it was the Simpsons. When people started linking the Torenza story to the show, the internet completely lost it. The images looked so authentic that most viewers didn't question them. The colors matched, the art style was identical, even the framing looked real. It was the perfect bait, but every single frame was fake. AI-generated fan art, made to look like Simpsons screenshots. And here's the thing, the real Season 6 Episode 10 had nothing to do with any of it. The actual episode, Grandpa vs. Sexual Inadequacy, was about Homer and his dad selling homemade love tonic around town. No airports, no passports, no disappearing travelers, just a goofy father-son story about family and embarrassment. But that didn't matter. The fake images had already taken over social media, convincing millions that The Simpsons had once again predicted the future. So, why do people keep believing The Simpsons predict everything? Over the years, the show's built up a strange reputation, almost psychic. You've seen the lists, Trump's presidency, smartwatches, video calls, Disney-Fox merger, even the Ebola outbreak. The internet loves to claim that this one cartoon somehow predicts it all. But when you think about it, that's not magic, it's math. The show's been running for over 3 decades, more than 700 episodes. Politics, technology, pop culture, science, every corner of modern life. When you write jokes about everything for that long, some are bound to overlap with reality. It's not prophecy, it's probability. But people don't see it that way. Once the idea of The Simpsons predicts the future took hold, viewers started seeing patterns everywhere. Anytime something strange happened, fans would rush to find a matching frame. And if none existed, someone would just make one. That's the real trick behind the so-called prediction effect. It's not about seeing the future, it's about altering the past to make it look like we were warned all along. The internet takes comfort in that idea, that there's a pattern, a clue, a sign we missed. It's easier to believe The Simpsons knew what was coming than to accept that chaos and coincidence can exist without meaning. And that's where this story stops being about Torenza and starts being about us, a world where we can't tell what's real and what's fake anymore.